Let me begin this video by saying, may the soul of the daughter of NEMPCO Chief Mele Kyari rest in peace. A lot of Nigerians have said so many things about the death of this man, the man who lost a 25-year-old daughter. May her soul rest in peace. That comment you're expecting me to drop here, I'll not drop it. Rather, drop your own. Let's see. I'll not drop that. But to be frank, Nigerians are heartless. Most Nigerians are heartless. In fact, Nigerians should also bear in mind that death is inevitable. Now, Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party and the former governor of Anambra State, have come up to call on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reduce the price of fuel known as PMS that Nigerians are suffering. In fact, Obi said that Tinubu should try as much as possible to reduce the price of fuel before coming back from Nigeria from his trip in UK. I'll be playing that video to watch. But before I drop that video, let's quickly look at what Kenneth Okonkwo is saying about Labour Party. Kenneth Okonkwo is one of the men that I also see that speak truth to power. See, so many persons are against Kenneth Okonkwo, but I will tell you that I'm not against him. We need leaders, we need subordinates who will hold leaders responsible. Not subordinates who will just be romancing leaders. We need subordinates who will tell leaders that what they are doing is not good and they will pick up from it and not praise singers. Here is the video. Yesterday, Kenneth Okonkwo was on Arise Television and he said so many things about Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi. I'll be dropping you that video to watch. But before I do that, if this is your first time of watching our channel, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and please don't forget to turn on the notification bell in order to be getting our update. Watch the video of Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo.
What I'm implying is that when the leadership of a party has no relevance, has no legitimacy from the members of the party, it is reasonable to infer that they are working for other surrogates. Remember, when Abure went to the Nnewi to do the illegal election, in my own view, the Supreme Court has not ruled. He said the ticket is reserved for Peter Obi. And I said in this program that that's bribery, that he wants to use it to make Peter Obi to close his eyes on the illegality they are done. When their tenure ended, it was not even Peter Obi that said their tenure has ended. It was INEC, and they were disgraced out. And that comes to the culpability of INEC. If INEC said their tenure has ended, why did they not accept the caretaker committee? You see, all these things are all just. But the issue here is this. Now, when Abure, when Peter Obi now went to Umuahia to do the right thing, what did Abure say? No, the ticket is no longer reserved. What does that tell you? These are transactional politicians who have no policy, who have no principle, but what they are doing there is to trade. And he said, Oti, we don't have ticket for you. Who do you think they are reserving the ticket for? Let me give you a poser. The deputy speaker of the National Assembly told Oti, look, I will not sit down as a man of the ruling party and allow opposition to govern Abia State. And then there is an Abure that is saying that ticket is no longer reserved for you. And they are winning cases in court. The witch cried in the night and the baby died in the day.
So again,
what do you think is happening?
So again, you're trying to also indict the deputy speaker of the House.
No, it's not an indictment. He said it openly.
Okay.
So it's not an indictment.
Right.
But I can see the nexus.
Right.
Every ticket in Labour Party is reserved for APC people. And I have told you the nexus. It's not by accident.
Let's go back to INEC, since you just mentioned it. It's interesting that INEC itself had said that Abure is not the national chairman because the election that was held, or the convention rather, held in Nnewi was invalid, that it did not meet the legal requirements and the electoral requirements of that body. So there's a conflict here, and then the court goes ahead to recognize him. As a lawyer,
Yes.
what do you say to this?
I say it's ridiculous. You know what it is? The courts, knowingly or unknowingly, are destroying and desecrating democracy. And I'll just give you examples. It was still our court that said a man that did not even participate in an election is the candidate for the election. And I'm talking about the case of Bashir Machina, where Lawan is sitting in the Senate now, and he never attended a primary election of the Senate. So the court effectively has taken away from the members of political party the right to choose who their candidates are. A referee, a regulator, an INEC told you, the court, that this man is unknown to us and his leadership is unknown to us. And you, the court, you're telling the regulator. And the law says INEC should be independent in whatever they're doing. And then you, the court, you're telling the INEC you don't know what you're saying. A man that did not invite any member of the Labour Party to vote. And you, the court, you're saying you don't know what you're saying. But let me tell you the judicial trick here. Because the sections that the court considered, I've not read in details the court, but the sections the court considered, section 251(1)R, section 285(14)C, and section 43. What they are simply saying in those sections is that a party should be allowed to choose their polling unit agents. So this bunch of strategic, transactional politicians, they went to court when there was no alternative leadership to tell the court, Ondo State election is coming up. We don't have agents. If you don't allow us, if INEC does not allow us to come in, that will frustrate the party. So the party should be allowed under the leadership of Abure, since there was no leadership. You see why we would have moved ahead in time so that there will be alternative. And that was why I was talking about being decisive and doing the right thing at the right hour. Then you see the trickishness. So they did not go into the depth of whether it is legal or illegal. Then they are now talking about allow them to present agents under the leadership of Julius Habure. It's just a mess.
It's just a mess, as Kenneth Okonkwo said. It's just a mess. I never expected that a man like Abure would be behaving like this. A man that we thought that will help to fight this bad governance we have in this nation. We don't know that Abure is also among those who are involved in transactional politics. This is so hilarious. This is so funny. Abure of all people, that we are all shouting with obedience, obedience, feeling that Abure, as the national chairman of the Labour Party, will help to liberate Nigeria through Labour Party. We don't know that Abure is also among them. All right, guys, let's get back to Peter Obi and what Peter Obi is telling the President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. The former Anambra State Governor and the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has written to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as Nigerians continue to groan under extremely difficult economic conditions, largely caused by the federal government's wrong policy choices. The NNPCL has once again raised the price of fuel PMS without providing any explanation. Obiri continued, "This is both unfortunate and insensitive, considering the wide-ranging negative consequences for our economic survival and well-being. This is neither how an economy's resources should be managed nor how a nation should be governed. In this new measure, there is neither sound economics nor necessary compassion. We are told that the NNPCL is now a limited liability company regulated by agencies such as the NUPRC and NMDPRA. Yet, There seems to be a growing confusion about the roles and responsibility of the NPCL and these regulating bodies. Interestingly, both the NNPCL and the regulatory agencies are supposed to be under the supervision of the Federal Ministry of Petroleum Resources, with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria serving as the substantive minister. Who is who in this arrangement is regulating who? With the unprecedented but avoidable hardship that Nigerians are enduring, the responsibility for providing a full explanation, offering alternative options, and most importantly, reversing the sudden price hike falls squarely on the Honorable Minister of Petroleum Resources slash President of Federal Republic of Nigeria. Obi continued to say, "We hope and pray that he acts in the best interest of the majority of Nigerians who are living under unnecessarily precarious conditions, and that he does so before he returns from his working vacation." To casually inflict such a draconian measure on the populace from the comfort of an annual vacation amounts to taking the people's welfare lightly and for granted. A new Nigeria and a new and more compassionate Nigeria is indeed possible. P.O. This is coming from Mr. P2B. You see, a man who has empathy, sympathy, compassionate of his people, not those who are making mockery of Nigeria, and even those who are making mockery of Tinubu, calling him T-Pain. Let's hear your view on the comment section, guys. But remember, if this is your first time of watching our channel, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos, and please don't forget to turn on the notification bell in order to be getting our updates. We'll see you again in our subsequent bulletin. Thumbs up, everyone. Good morning and a happy weekend.